Hey guys, welcome to Insert Inc. tutorials in conjunction with Afronauts. My name is Sunda Jonathan Sepokamakina and I'm one of the chief programmers at Afronauts. Okay, so to know more about Afronauts, check our Facebook page. Okay, and so yeah, check our Facebook page and you get up close with us as well. It's not about Insert Inc. Okay, it's just where I post all my tutorials on stuff that you would love to learn. Okay, so I was requested by one of the people that follow me on Insert Inc. Sorry, just burped there. Okay, so they were interested in what the programming language called Groovy, and they asked me to explain some stuff about Groovy and how you go about it. Okay, so I'm going to take you step by step on how you install Groovy. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do first is download Java. Okay, and for you to do that, just go to this link. Okay, so Groovy accepts Java 7 or 8 maximum. Alright, so you need to download Java, and the next thing that you need to do is let's see, you need to go to is it Groovy? I think it's Groovy. Yeah, no, Groovy. Let's see. Internet is pretty slow now. Actually, it's taking me to somewhere else. Download Groovy for Windows. Okay, so Apache, it's an Apache kind of alright, so this is the link. So groovy-lang.org to download HTML. Okay, so you need to choose a distribution, and when you say distribution, we've got a lot of distribution. Okay, we've got Windows, we've also got for Mac and Linux. Okay, so if you're using Windows, just go for the Windows installer. Okay, for Mac, I think you need Homebrew. Actually, for Mac, you'll need Homebrew. Homebrew for Mac. Let's see what it will pull off. But you can always get it at this link at brew.sh. Homebrew for Mac. Okay. So brew. Sorry. Okay, so you get to install this using your terminal. Okay, but I'm working on a Windows machine, so I don't need all these. Okay, what I need to do first is download Groovy. After I download Groovy, there's something that you need to do in Windows. So first you go system. I'm using Windows 10 right now. Okay, so if I click system, I'll type environmental. Okay, then it brings up this environmental variables. Okay, then you go environmental variables. Okay, then in this system variables, what you need to do is click new. Okay, after you click new, this thing that you need to search. Okay, it's called Java at home. Okay, then Java.home, you can always get it after you install Java. It'll go in this directory. Okay, so the directory is in program files, then in Java, then Java JDK. Okay, then you just click on any file here, then right click. After you right click, go on properties, then just copy this path. Okay, alright, then you paste it here. Okay, then you press OK, but I'm not gonna do it here because I've already said it. Okay, it's here, JAVAHOME. Okay, then after that you go in the path. Okay, path variable, then you say edit. Okay, then you click new. Okay, after you click new, is this Java, you need to type this notepad. Okay, you need to type this percentage Java_home percentage. Okay, just that. Then you use actually for that _bin. Okay, you are going inside here and in the bin. That's where all the packages are stored. Okay, so after you add that in your environmental variables, okay, like I've added here, you just click OK. Then you run your cmd. Okay, so it's gonna call this cmd, actually cmd \, then you say cd, actually not really, just a cd users. Okay, you clear this, actually sorry, clear that. Then you just say echo percentage Java_home that. Then it will okay, it will echo that. Then what you need to do now is just say Java C version. Okay, and it should give you that version. Okay, so if you have troubles installing that, you can always comment on the same video, or I'll give some description on how to in the link below the video as well. Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is open Atom or any text editor that you're going to be using. Okay, alright, so I was testing out some stuff just to make sure that my Groovy is working. Alright, so I'm just gonna comment this. Alright, I'm just gonna just delete that. Okay, make a folder anywhere you want, even on the desktop. Okay, then just name file, so just say hello.groovy. okay, so Groovy is the extension. Alright, then you press OK. So Groovy is a Java programming Groovy is a Java, I think it's one of the Java kind of programming languages that are there. Okay, like JavaScript, there's Java, then there's Spring as well. Okay, so Groovy is one of the Java production languages. So the syntax is almost the same. Okay, so since Java is more object oriented, what you need to do is you need to create classes. Okay, so for this I can just create a class and just call it hello. Okay, and in the same class, in Java programming that every time you run a Java program, it always goes to the method that has got the main value or main variable in it. Okay, so every method has got main will be run every time you fire off a Java programming a Java file. So what you need first to do is just say static. Okay, then you say void, then main, so string and the arguments of array. Okay, then what you can just do now is just print a statement, so you can just say print line. Okay, then you just say hello world. Okay, so for you to run this, you will need first to navigate to the directory where your Java files is. So for this, I'm just going to say C. Okay, then C, then it's in my exam folder. Then in my exam folder, there's a folder called HT docs, and there's another folder called E. Okay, then there's another folder in E called Groovy. So CD Groovy. Okay, so you can just check in the directory if there are files there by typing dir. Okay, so we've got hello Groovy and that other file there. So to run this, okay, since you're using Groovy to run this, it's a must that the suffix of your program has to have Groovy in front of it. That's the only way you run the program. So you type Groovy, then you type the name of your Groovy file. So it's hello.groovy. Okay, then if you run this, it should print hello world there. There you go. Anytime now. Okay, so you have your hello world there. So next thing that you need to learn about Groovy is, unlike Java itself, it's the coolness about Groovy, it's dynamically typed. Okay, so what you mean is what I mean when you say dynamically typed is when you define a variable. Okay, and this is another cool thing. I think the this was taken from C. Okay, this kind of coding was taken from the C language. Okay, where you define a variable. Okay, once you define that variable, you can always use it in the same program, and you can always attach it to another value. Okay, so once a variable is defined, okay, inside the same program, as long as it exists in the same program, you can always use it. Yeah, you can always use it in the same program, and you can always change the value. Okay, you can, let's say we define a variable called fruits, then we equal it to a string called mango. Okay, so inside the same program, I can just say fruit is equal to 47 actually. With other programming languages, especially Java, it's going to give you a syntax error, okay, or actually a file naming error. But with Groovy, you can always get away with this. Okay, so most of the code that you run, I run on runtime. Okay, they're executed on runtime, meaning they can have a value in RAM, okay, while you're coding them, and they can always be accessed through those values. But when you run them during runtime, the last value that you echo the defined value is the value that's going to be printed out when the program executes. So that's what you call being dynamically typed. Okay, so in the next lesson, what we'll need to do now is check out the basic syntax using primitive functions. When I say primitive functions, actually primitive functions is just the basics: add, plus, minus, modulus, division, float numbers, strings, variables, etc. So for that, I would advise you first, you need to download this book called Groovy Programming. I'll give you the link in the description of the video. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.